Hello, if you have clicked on this video, it's because you're wanting to learn about Mussar Life, or at least learn more about Mussar Life. You're probably intimidated by the word Mussar because you're intimidated by the word Hebrew. I hear it all the time. People are intimidated when they hear, oh, I've got to learn Hebrew. Yeah, it's a freeing, beautiful language. And the scriptures are predominantly Hebrew. Even the New Testament was written by Hebrew authors. So what are we missing? That's what the 21 days is about. So the 21-day Mussar life journey and the 2 daily sacrifices that you will make daily on this journey. So I wanted to show you just a little bit of what you would be learning to whet your appetite for these glorious truths that we're missing, that we're often missing in our lives. And thus, that's why we're not bearing much fruit. Yeshua said in John 15:8, in this my Father is glorified, in your bearing much fruit. This is how you prove to be my disciples. So the P stands for practice. What are we practicing? Okay. These are the 2 daily sacrifices that we're going to do every day. So we'll learn about these as we go along, and we learn by repetition and practicing. So we're going to be learning God's Torah, and that's going to require a sacrifice of time. Torah means instruction for hitting the mark. And then simultaneously, we're also going to be practicing humbling ourselves in God's Spirit by the sacrifice of self. This is the humble sacrifice of self. So I wanted to show you what you would be learning on day 1. So the Mussar life, again, is about learning and practicing, okay? 2 sacrifices made daily. So this is day 1. This is what you'll learn on your first week. The importance of the letter Aleph, the Aleph being Yeshua, the strong authority, and keeping ourselves yoked up to the strong authority. The Hebrew letter Aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Yeshua, you remember the passage where he says, I'm the beginning, the end, the Aleph and the Tav, or the Alpha and the Omega. In Hebrew, it would have been the Aleph and the Tav. So I wanted to show you the word emet, truth, very powerful. In John 18, Pontius Pilate is asking Yeshua, what is truth? And we know he is the truth. And he, the truth, said, my kingdom is not from this world. It's not even from this realm. That was his reply. So we want to look at this word emet because it's going to be, we're going to be learning truth on this journey. Okay. And then we're going to be submitting ourselves, practicing, humbling ourselves under the spirit of truth. Okay. So we know the truth frees us, John 8. So truth, emet is the Hebrew word for truth, and it is spelled Aleph Mem Tav. So you can see here, this graphic, by the way, is from HebrewForChristians.com. Credible resources there. Aleph Mem Tav. So Hebrew is read from right to left. So you have the Aleph over here, the Mem, and the Tav. That spells the word emet, truth. Okay. So in John 8, Yeshua said, if you are my disciples, right? He said, if you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples. You will know emet, and emet will continue to liberate you, because Yeshua is our continual deliverer. So we don't want to remove the Aleph from our living, from our lives. Because when we take the word emet and we remove that first letter, Aleph, we're left with Mem Tav, and that is the word for dead. So this is, again, why Hebrew is so important. It shows us so many things that we're missing. So for 21 days, this is some of what you're going to be learning. So Yeshua said this in John 8, our master, our deliverer. Join us for these 21 days. 3 weeks, we're going to look at freedom, fruitfulness, and oneness. It's going to be laid out in the 3 weeks of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. This is one of our main verses, Mishlei 6:23. For the lamp is the commandment, and the Torah is the light, and the way of life is within the firm hand of Mussar. We're going to learn these truths using many things, many tools, but we're going to be learning from the perspective of the menorah, specifically the sevenfold spirit from Isaiah 11. So these are some of the things that you're going to be learning: the importance of staying yoked up to the strong authority and not removing olive from your life, abiding in the truth, and experiencing deliverance from bondage, experiencing freedom, experiencing fruitfulness, and experiencing yachad, or unity, oneness. So I hope you will join me. Sign up your group. Don't be afraid of Hebrew. Hebrew is liberating, a most liberating language, and you want to see these truths, and it is my privilege to share these truths with you. So contact me for times and availability for your group. There is a group with God's help starting this coming Sunday. This is going to be February 14th. What a better day. Let's just start it on Valentine's Day, learning about love, right? The love of God, and that we are to love Him with all of our minds, souls, and very. That's also week 2. Week 2's teaching. You can go to moreasofgrace.com, contact me there, or contact me directly at carmen.wow@gmail.com. So you guys have a blessed day. Reach out to me if you have any other questions. And remember, abide in the truth, experience deliverance, and do not remove the olive from your living. Shalom.